Yo, welcome to Let's Toast. Let's Toast Media. It's your boy Toast in the building. And we have a special guest, my co-host, my brother, my nigga, my motherfucking man of all time. Young Hove in the building. What's up, T?
Man, just getting off that late flight from H-Town, you dig? Oh man, let me tell you something. If you ain't made it to H-Town, you need to make it there ASAP. Like ASAP Rocky. You need to hurry up and get down there, man. It's crazy down there.
That's
But
what's
it
up.
was a pretty dope experience. I had a couple of first time flyers that came in. So, it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So pardon the view and everything, just getting up early, so we can get this going, you dig?
Here we go. Here we go with the shits, nigga. That's
Always.
what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
No
Everything
doubt.
good with the family?
Man, the family's dope, man. How about you, man? You just came back from Puerto Rico. Huh? You was down
Hot
there in
as
Puerto
shit down
Rico and it up, man. You big baller? I want to be like
Nah,
you
it
when
ain't
I
like
grow
that,
up.
man. It was hot as shit. I'll say that for 7 days down there, man. It was cool as a motherfucker, though. I'll tell you that, though. You know what I'm saying? Life was good, family good, kids.
Yeah.
Delaney had a good ass time. Everything was fine and shit. You know what I'm saying? The wife and shit. We were just doing a good ass time, man. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
was that the Delaney's first time flying, or?
Nah, she done. Damn, where we fly to?
Oh, y'all did fly to Michigan. Was that her first
Yeah,
time?
yeah. I
Okay,
think.
okay,
Shit, I don't know. We be going so motherfucking places, man. I don't fucking know. I think so.
okay,
I
okay.
ain't mad at it though, but that's it though, man. Anything good though. But we here today, man, to talk about Raising Kanan Power Book 3,
Yes, sir.
Season 2, Episode 1. Jumped off
One.
this past Sunday,
Mhm.
and we finna try to give a raw breakdown of what's going on, man. So,
Well,
what
I mean,
was your
before you give a
expectation?
breakdown, what do
Go
you
ahead, go ahead,
think
go ahead, go
about
ahead, go ahead.
before we break it down? What do you think? I mean, from your anticipation of the season coming into it, what are your thoughts about, season two, and what are your expectations for this new season before we even get into the first episode?
It's a lot of shit, T. It's a lot of shit. My expectations was just that I didn't think we was gonna get in depth into the character of Kanan yet. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying. I'm going by the title is Raising Kanan, so it's everybody's gonna play a part in his life of raising him.
Hmm.
From Lulu, Ra, of course, his mom,
Hmm.
Jukebox, my man Marvin. Marvin's my favorite character. If you want to know, uh, he is, man.
Marvin.
I'll get into that in a minute though, but
Okay.
that was, my expectations was just everybody just still having their personal issues, but still trying to guide him in the right way or
Hmm.
guide him in the way that they was brought up. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Lulu's like the chess player. He's trying to make things the positive way. Marlon's just he's all about getting the shit done itself, and Rod just want to be the queen pin of the whole shit, and
Hmm.
Jukebox just caught up in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So she got to do what she got to do to survive. And Famous, his funky ass is his best friend now since homeboy died. It's fucked up. But what's up, man? What's your expectations of it? Going into the season.
Well, for me, the expectations is pretty much. Well, it's hard to say because the thing is that Courtney Kemp isn't back to do the writing for Raising Canaan and probably Power Force or Power Book 2 Ghost when it comes out. So she's not in the writing room.
Right, right,
So
right.
I do expect to see some differences in the Power universe in the next few upcoming shows. But my expectation of this show is that I really believe going into season two, some of the answers that was left unchecked and basically in the original Power should have been scratched on the surface a little bit, to keep people intrigued and wanting to keep watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
But again, my expectation, nobody else's. That's just my thoughts, just to keep people glued in. I mean, because to me, it can become a little redundant watching the show. It make you feel like you're watching another get rich or die trying type of movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Movie show. Basically, it makes you feel that, especially with 50 doing the background vocals a lot. So it makes you feel like you're watching Get Rich Then Die Trying in a TV version. So
I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that. But starting off, this cat comes, on a beach. We at Virginia Beach.
well, he's not in Virginia Beach. He's not in Virginia Beach. He's in another beach, I guess relevant to Virginia Beach, but not Virginia Beach.
I thought the motherfucker was supposed to be going to Baltimore.
I thought he was going to DC.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I
Guy.
mean, at least we're in the same DMV area. I mean, because that's always been his escape to, even in the Powers, the original Powers series. When he left, he ran to DC. Anytime something went down, he ran to DC.
Right.
And then now they got him running past DC to Virginia. That was kind of one of those things. I was like, okay, that doesn't follow the original Kanan going to DC, and going back to New York,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So Rod comes and get this cat from DC, and he's with his Aunt Deb and with his cousins. My thing is that Kanan wants to be a kid. He found the way to be a kid again. He's around his cousins, and they playing Sega Genesis and shit. And
man, what'd you think when you saw that bad boy plugged up?
That was fire. That was fire, bro.
I was like, where did they find one of those at?
This guy, I said, yeah, they doing their homework on this one, though, man. But I said, Kanan, he want to be a kid again. He found the way to be a kid. 3 months, he having nightmares and shit still, but his out was, being around some peace, right, and having his cousins joking and laughing, and he got the beach to go to,
right,
and then he got positivity with his aunt. There's a lot of backstory with that shit going on, because Rob was saying something Deb was saying something about her mom and dad. I think that's going to be a topic that's going to come up later down the line. So, I don't know, man. What you think about that one, though?
Well, to start off, you in the beginning, you can tell Courtney Kemp wasn't there, in my opinion, because of the fact that we jumped 3 months ahead in the timeline. If you go and look at the Power series with Courtney Kemp and even Power Book 2 Ghosts, there is not a long timeline between each season, or each season. There's not a long timeline. I mean, the timeline may be a week or two, or a few days, but 3 months, that's a big gap. And
right,
you can tell at that point that Courtney wasn't writing that part, because how do you segue? What was happening in those 3 months? Yeah, Rock got her operate her business up and running in the apartments, and the dude, Omar Epps' character, the policeman, he even came through being shot and cancer
easy
in 3 months. No, I'm not. I get we're gonna get into all that. That's great, but I'm just showing. I'm not saying nothing negative, but you can certainly tell where Miss Courtney Kemp was not in the writing room with that. She may have been, but in my opinion, she wasn't, because the storyline from season 1 to season 2 has a huge gap that needed some form of explanation. Even if they kept Kanan out for the first 2 episodes, just so they can get people seeing what's going on, and then you bring back Kanan, and he's, to me, would have been a better understanding. But going back and watching even Tommy's episode, Tommy picks up with him leaving Chicago. That could have been like 2 days after that situation, after Power Book Ghost with Tariq at the cemetery.
Right.
That wasn't 3 months later. This was the first time that they did something out of the norm and went 3 months later in the timeline and missed a huge gap on what was going on, because we don't know why Famous's album dropped and wasn't a success. It was just a huge gap. So
right. Easy. We get there.
We'll take it there. Go ahead. Hey, man, I told you, man. I got that 7
I know you locked and loaded.
Got the 7 pounds of pressure, little murder.
No, bro. I know. But okay. Her leaving, her with Aunt Deb. Do you think it's something with her mom and dad?
No, I don't.
She did say when something about your mom and dad had some type of altercation before Marlon went to jail. Marvin went to jail. Not went to jail, with the school. Then Kanan came downstairs and the conversation stopped. That's gonna play, I think, a factor in it. But going to the next, I think the next part is when she just like, nigga, I'm fucking Nino Brown. Look what I did. He want to go home, but she's showing you the whole empire of the projects. I got people up top, up bottom, and when I walk on the elevator, shit stops. Nobody gets on and nobody looks at this motherfucking devil.
Okay. Right.
So, what do you think about him coming home to see like my mom is actually the queen of this shit?
I think that was awesome. However, just taking a little step back, do you even know who the director of that episode was?
I heard it was Mario, what, Van Peebles or some shit?
Exactly. And what movie did Mario Van Peebles write and direct?
New Jack City.
And didn't that kind of feel like a New Jack City type of story going
That's a
on right
fact.
there when they
That's
were
a fact.
going through everything?
That's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
it
That's
to
powerful.
me, right. I mean, come on. I get that. But you from what my again, this is no shot to the writing, but it's not consistent because Kanan, when I remember when they talked about when Tommy told Kanan, yo, Ghost never had an idea that wasn't taken from you. You were the one who started the car wash business.
Mhm.
How did we get from, Tommy and them in Power, the original, talking about car wash and different businesses, and then they go to the high rises like New Jack City. Now,
Mhm.
one thing that intrigued me was back in season one when he pointed out, look, here's the gas station, the Marvin, we're gonna start pumping out of here. That's when I said, okay, boom, that's Kanan right there. That's Kanan. But to me, it started off New Jack City-ish. It basically was creating New Jack City for a television and a new generation for me. They basically make it seem like most of the drug dealers that was coming up in the early 90s had that Nino Brown philosophy. And they may
Mhm.
have.
Mhm.
I was 10, 11, 12, so I couldn't tell you yay or nay, but
There we go.
to me, it just seems like they put that him writing it was like him making New Jack City Part 2 again. Well, now Part 2, New Jack City.
I'm with that though. I mean, is his hands gonna be all over this? Is he directing any more of them?
Well, that's kind of hard to tell. I mean, we don't really know how, Stars keeps all that stuff under wraps on, the next episodes, and we just got to wait and see. But to me personally, episode one was New Jack City Part 2. But it at the beginning, you just going all over everything. I mean, from them going on the elevator to taking over the first floor to them having
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
fence in the actual apartment, locking the gate, to the dope fiends in the rooms, to the guys standing posted up in the doggone on the roof.
But bro, she's taking care of the whole fucking projects, feeding these motherfuckers, giving they old folks prescription shit, whatever they need, clean the fucking floors twice a day so we can keep these motherfuckers happy,
Yes.
so she
She
can
was
move
doing it the
all
right way.
type of shit, huh?
Right. That's why I say she was doing it the right way. That's why I say it's part two to New Jack City, because New Jack City, they didn't give a damn. They didn't care. They bum rushed the Carter Hotel apartment complex and turned it into, Crackville, USA. You
Okay,
know,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
but when you look, she basically, it was, to me, he was like cleaning up what he did in New Jack City. Come on, we're gonna Rock was smart on that. Yo, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It just shows you her mentality in the game and not wanting to get caught up.
Bro, but Symphony gave her that idea. That's the
Yeah.
key part to all this shit. And he's not in the picture, quote unquote, right now.
Mm. Yeah, for right now. But we
Right
all
now.
know the Power universe, when your scenes start to get limited, it's time to go.
No, he coming back though. But I'm just saying, she got to run. She so fucking bullheaded. This motherfuckers don't seem like she don't need nobody but quote unquote her family. But
She
Ryan, I
does.
mean, huh?
She does, because you can't trust you. One thing you gotta understand in that Power, you can't just trust everybody. Only people you can really trust and count on is your family.
Okay.
I said in the Power universe.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I said in the Power universe. Now, towards the end of the Power universe, family wasn't nothing. But come on, in the beginning, it was all about family.
Right.
That was the common theme through every episode of Power: family, family,
All right.
family.
All right. So this mug shows the whole empire of the projects.
Mhm.
Then what she do? She finally takes them home
Well, she
and
didn't
she
take them
get
home after that. I mean, of course, to me, did they go home? I mean, he really go to his house, or were they still inside the apartment?
they went home because that's when Jukebox was on the front porch.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So
So they
they
go home.
Mhm,
Lulu's late. He's in his late bag now.
mhm,
So he's late. Marvin's still eating, and
mhm,
he's trying to get into, what, Jukebox? Jukebox comes downstairs or some shit like that. And
mhm.
he's all fucked up. Marvin, I'm
Marvin to me is not the is the Lulu is the guy you need to be paying attention to.
About what?
Marvin to me, I mean, he had some great episodes. They want you to pay attention to Marvin. Just think about every time some shit went down, this motherfucker pulling up in his Benz, either running into something, busting out of that mud. Come on,
But
you know.
he mentally this they because he got to go through his anger management. Anger management.
You had anger management, D.
Oh yeah, I did. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Salute to the people out there that had anger management. And they got went to
Okay.
jail. They said, "Dale, you got to go to anger management before I had to." Get shit.
Did you just
I
sign in and
did,
leave?
bro.
Did you
That
just
shit
sign
was
in and
real.
leave when you did that? Went in, signed your name. All right, I'll see
No,
y'all
that
next
shit's
week.
real, bro. Anger management, real, bro. I ain't gonna
All right.
hold you.
But I mean, so okay, so let me ask you this. So far, what about, I mean, well, let me take it back. The reason why I said Lulu, um, him getting that music business and career up and going, trying to get
Hmm.
that studio is really important because it just shows him his willingness to want to get something legit and get out the game. And I think that's why Lulu, to me, is the most dangerous character in the Power Raising Kanan
I'm with
series
you.
because that is a tendency of James St. Patrick, who was trying to get out the game and was trying to do everything possible to go legit. And I
Hmm.
think that's why you need to keep an eye on Lulu because Lulu is trying to get out the game in so many words, because before then he was a soldier. He followed orders. He followed Rock's orders. Now
Until
he
the
got
most powerful episode was Power 2 when he killed what, D?
shot that man D Wiz.
That
Yeah,
was
shot him.
fire.
Got him laid and told him it was the best night of his life. That's a killer setting you
Bro,
up,
that
man.
was fire. I see, bro, when they put a close up on his face, bro, I said, this brother is fire.
Right. That's why I think when you get to the and this is probably a little too early in the show to talk about, but I think that this is what's going to lead back Lulu back. He's going to show his how thugged out he is, because when he find out old boy smashing his girl, that's going to really set it up to a whole nother level.
uh, she's a weirdo. She
She's an
when
opportunist, not a
when
weirdo.
right. I'm saying when Famous said you fucking Lulu for me to get beats.
Hmm.
Now she like, damn, my man leaving. I'm fucking the wrong motherfucking owner. I gotta fuck this nigga.
Hmm.
So she fucking him now. You
Hmm.
like it's gonna come to light, of course.
Well,
She gonna slip up.
She's been fucking him. That whole little scene with them in bed, that was she was already smashing that man. That was already in the works.
That's just crazy, man. But hey, though, what do you think about Jukebox and Martin's relationship?
I think it's severed. I don't think it's going to get back to where it was. I think that him destroying that tape and choking her out like he did, that actually just that killed it. I mean, we got daughters. Me and you both got daughters. We've been around women who've been assaulted by their dads. There's women always being assaulted by a father. That's what women cling to as a daddy figure. They want their daddy, and for him to not understand and not, because it is based on the
It's
90s.
the '90s, T.
Yeah,
You
it's based in the 90s. That just should just show you. That just show you how far we come to acceptance of people in the LGBTQ,
whatever the
whole
fuck.
pride community. I'm just gonna say pride community because
Right.
I don't know all the acronyms yet, but
I'm with you. But bro, my thing is about that situation is that Ra and Jukebox got a bond.
Mm,
And Marvin been so deep in the streets that shit's fuck. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I think Ra put Marlon in jail, bro. That's my
no.
that's my shit. I think she put him in jail. He said when he told he got set up, but this nigga really got set up. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they think he's stupid. This is why I love this motherfucker. He be saying a lot of shit. He was like, why the fuck do I need to swim when I got a surfboard? He's like this.
Right, right,
I
right,
fucking
right.
y'all think people think he's stupid and slow. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker, like, all I gotta do is do this. But I think Ross set him up, even though he was fucked up on drugs. I think Ross set him up, and that's why Jukebox and her are so close, and that's why Marlon and Kanan are so close. So that's where the bonds is gonna come in at. To me, I may be
Okay,
wrong. You know what I'm
got it.
saying?
I mean, you may not be, but the thing is that again, going back and watching the show, They blamed it all on the white girl. I mean, your theory is sound point because that would make sense why the white girls skipped town. That Rock probably got her killed when she came out, but I really believe she set him up because if you go
The
back
white
to
girl?
yeah, if you go back to season 1, he smashed her and he was trying to get the drugs and the police was inside the club waiting on her to get the wire with him talking all that yin yang, talking
But
about,
he got pulled over he got pulled over.
but that was before he got pulled over. Remember, they were smashing at the club, and then he left because he didn't get his money. He left, and then she came out, and the police was like, "I thought you was gonna get us some dirt on him.
But
We're
that's what
gonna
I'm
throw you
saying.
in
So that's
jail."
when he got caught up in the when it was raining and shit or some shit,
Right,
and he got
which
pulled
meant they
over.
were
That's when he
already.
went to
She dimed him out. Because remember she was in the court in the police station with him when he put it. That's your witness. But to your credit, that would make sense that Rock would get her in there and basically he would blame the girl for doing the being a snitch on him. But if this was that would be Courtney Kemp's
No, I'm talking about
philosophy.
when I think Ross set Marlon up in the past. This
No.
is before
Oh,
the
you
show
talking about in the
started.
beginning.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the beginning, like back in the day before the shit even started.
No, because you
Because
said it
Lulu said
yourself,
to
it was
you, you
stupid.
wouldn't have got caught up. Somehow you wouldn't have got in trouble if you wouldn't have been lacking or something. And he was like, "No, I got set up."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I
No,
mean.
I
That's
don't think she
being
would. I don't think that would have happened. I don't think that. I think that his baby mama, which we're gonna in this season learn, Latoya Luckett, I think is playing his baby mom,
right,
jukebox
right, right.
mommy. I think that you're gonna find out because remember they made that comment. Your wife left you and she got turned out by the whole NBA.
That's why he
So I mean, if that
like
happens to any
motherfucker pop.
man, your wife gets snatched up and get turned out by the whole NBA, I think that would definitely make things a little bit tough for you, and you'll be a little bit weirded out a little bit.
So she not a church person?
I think she is now. I mean, come
Oh, okay.
on,
Shit.
every
Shit, praise
woman,
God.
not every woman, but most hoes, when they get older, they get down on the knees and pray to the Lord, and then next thing you know, they back into. I mean, no disrespect. I know we talking raising Canaan, but let's go back for folks who's new to the show. Go watch P Valley. You know what I'm saying? That doggone what's
Instant
her
plug.
name? That Patrice Woodbine told her straight up on that show. She said, "I sucked a dick and I did all that shit, and I'm
Here we
praising the
go.
Lord." So I mean, that should to be a clear indicator that a hoe can go back to. I mean, Larry, what's that? Lady Magdalene, a hoe for Jesus. She was a hoe around. Jesus brought her out. I
Mhm.
mean, so there's that. I believe she probably got tossed around and and then went to the church house to praise the Lord. At the end of the day,
All right, T.
yeah. I ain't going. Hey man, I'm just saying. To me, Symphony to me is going to be gone because he's caring too much for Kanan, and I think that that's going to cause what's going to happen with Rock. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's why I believe his time in this power universe will be over before by the end of season 2. I really believe he will be gone by the end of season 2 because he's too weak. He's in a situation that he has no control over. He don't know what's going on, and that's because of Rock keeping him at arm's length.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I mean, to me, his scene was very minor. This episode 1 compared to
You think?
all the other episodes he's been in.
Ah,
Season 1.
nah, bro.
What do you
Nah,
mean?
nah, 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 nah. That motherfucking scene, bro. It,
What
you
scene?
ever had a girl
Mhm. I
that you
have
just
girls.
hugged?
Yeah.
Not a wife. I'm talking about like
Oh.
a girl that you not with, and y'all hug a passionate hug, like motherfucker. You know this is right. What we feeling is right,
Mhm.
but it's something between us that we can't continue because you got this on the side, or you got a
Mhm.
man, or I got a woman, or some shit like that.
Mhm.
It's a bond there, bro. That hug was there.
And
I'm
even
telling you,
for me,
physical was it was that shit was there, bro.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. I agree with that. But here's where, I like to, when I watch shows, one of the things that a lot of shows do is that they do tease the relationship. Like they gave us their relationship together, then they split them apart. So it makes you hungry to want to see them come back together. That was
Mhm.
that teaser. The reason why I say his time is going to be over before the end of season 2 is because by the time they get together and finally want to make that happen in power, something bad usually happens. And I mean, something bad happens. I mean, and when it happens, that love is over. I mean, we saw it with uh, when Tommy was with the redhead, in the episode season in Power, the original Power,
Mhm.
and when he killed her, when they came back before he killed her, that was their second go around. Oh, we're gonna build our relationship. I'm gonna be down for you. Woo, 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 woo. Dead. You know what I mean? Then we lead into Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be with Angela. Let's make this work. We're gonna bring ourselves back together. And boom, Tommy kills her. Then we go to Tasha. Old boy ran out on his testimony, comes back, screws her in a doggone garage, and then what? Dead. Better than that,
Yeah.
Lakeisha, her and Tommy had that argument. I didn't tell on you, Tommy. I wouldn't do that on you. And next thing you know, what happens? Lakeisha's dead. So again, and even going to Tasha, screwing old boy, thinking that was going to be a good relationship, she sets him up for the okey doke. So if you notice everything in Power, they split up these relationships, and then it's all about those two people that magnet wanting to come back together, but then something always happens and it's bad. Give you a better one, Tariq in Ghost 2 with Lauren.
Nigga,
They
his
they got
back.
together, they broke up. He tried to save her and get back with her, and look what happened. Dead. Ghost Tommy. We go to Tommy, Power 5.
Mhm.
The white dude was he got away from the girl. He got back with her. The doggone people shot her up and killed her. Dead. So again, Symphony's time, based off of what I've seen in the Power universe, if he's not done by the end of this season, he's not going to make it. He's going to be out by season 3. But season 2 is my goal. I think he's going to be gone by the end of season 2.
He's gonna be the ones that disappears.
He's going to be dead. He's going to be dead.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Because
right. All right.
look at Raising Kanan. Let's talk about that.
That's what we're
With
talking about.
Well, I'm talking about with the girl, with Jukebox loving the girl. They split. Then because her parents kicked her out the house, but they were so insistent on being together, and they wanted to go to that dance. If she wouldn't hit that crack rock, she would have been alive. But she hit that rock, dead.
Bro, bro. Is Jukebox on crack?
No,
Nigga, hell no.
no.
She started smoking while you smoking cigarettes. So then she like a whole shit. Time didn't stop when you been gone, Canaan, for 3 months. I think she done. This motherfucker ain't got it all right now.
Dude, but look what she's going through, man. I mean, she lost the love of her life.
I love her life.
Her daddy then choked her out, and the
Beat the shit
last
out of her.
memory that she has of the girl, he destroyed it. He just stomped on the tape that they filmed together.
Don't
We
forget,
we we,
Lulu
we
ain't
noticed.
giving her a chance in the R&B gang or whatever the fuck. She can't even get a deal or whatever. Something.
Well, no, we gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that in a minute. But what I'm saying to you is Jukebox is that character who's being is kind of like Tariq. She's having all this bad stuff happen to her that the game is gonna basically change her into the monster we see in Power, the original Power that kidnaps Tariq. I mean,
Mhm.
because she was ruthless. When you go back and watch that Power episode, I like to say 3, when they introduce her and she's a cop and she walk up in there and shoot them people. There's no way in hell she would have been a crack on crack. I don't think so. I
I'm-
think she's going through a lot. Smoking a cigarette, to me, she's probably she don't know who to trust. She ain't even living at home. Where is she living?
Rod's
We
house.
saw her pack her bags and leave. He ain't seen her in 3 months. Where's she been staying?
At
That's why I say
Rod's.
Courtney Kemp is what?
She at Rod. She in Canaan room.
That's why I said you don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, even if she was in Kanan's room, let's say she was, okay? She's in
Bro,
Kanan's room,
that's how
she's
she
staying with
found the
Rock.
picture of her and her mom.
Okay, she's staying with Rock. Okay, boom.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, you telling me you ain't been over to Rock's house, Marlon, 3 months to see Rock in that time frame, or you just
Bro,
been
that's
out?
what I'm saying.
Mm.
The motherfucking queen pin is Rod. She got these motherfuckers bonkers.
Mhm.
Remember when Marvin was trying to talk to her, and Marvin was like, "You my daughter." He was about to say something. I'm trying to talk to you.
And she cut him off.
Rod cut him clean off.
Mhm.
Like this ain't the time. She's got this motherfucker fucked up.
Right. 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 I
I'm
mean,
telling you, bro.
to me, it was one of those things. I'm just saying, power. This to me, this is turning into again. I can tell Courtney Kemp is not in the writing room. She's not because again, it's too. We needed to know that. Wouldn't it be good to know that she moved in with Rock? I mean, yeah, you see it. I mean, you put one and two together, it's three. I mean, come on, I get it, but one thing Courtney Kemp was she was very detailed with the storytelling.
But they
And
can't give us everything, bro.
well,
That's
no,
why
they
we
can't.
here doing this now.
Right, 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 right. But I mean, I'm just saying, far as that goes, far as the gap and knowing that, what happened with Jukebox? Why did she move? What's going on with her? What changed? What emotions she's going through with Jukebox and all this whole situation, and how is she feeling? Courtney Kemp would have explored that a little bit more in the first episode, or maybe the first two. There wouldn't have been such a long gap between the seasons. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
That's just a huge 3-month gap for the Power series. I mean, it's just like, how would have felt? They would have killed Raina, and then 3 months later we jump out, and it's 3 months later after Raina then got killed, and now we're jumping into them chasing after Dre. All of a sudden, you just see ghosts and them shooting at Dre. It's like, well, hold up, where did that come from? That's why if you watch the end of the Power Four, it segued into Reynold's funeral, which was what, probably a few days later. Everything takes place a few days later or a week later. 3 months is just too big of a gap. Too
But
big
we'll
of a
be all
gap.
right, man.
Hmm.
We'll be all right. So
Yeah,
Kanan, I mean not Kanan, Ra is in there talking numbers to what's the name? Spanky.
yeah,
What's his name? Spanky and Marlon.
yeah.
Kane still seeing a bunch of shit going on while he's at the house.
Hmm.
Spanky can't stay away from the card table, dice. This motherfuckers know about numbers,
Hmm.
but he got caught up.
Hmm.
This nigga's not right, bruh.
They
He's
too
right.
big. No, because remember, if again, this is again, we're going back. If you watch Power, Raising Kanan season one, Rock says it. Spank is battle tested. He's battle tested. He's gonna be all right after getting his eye yanked out and all that.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
for her to make a comment like that in season one, season two, episode one, that had me scratching my head like, you telling him to stay away, but you just said in season one he was battle tested, he was a soldier, he was strong, you could count on him,
Right.
all that good stuff. But then all of a sudden you go into season episode one, and then you shit on him by saying stay away from your grandma
That's
and the
not
gambling
shit. No,
houses, and
she
it's
knows
like
what type of.
that's his
She's
only
not trying to
addiction.
bring all. But T, she's not trying to bring all that negativity around what she's got going on. This motherfucker shooting dice. His mom and dad run a big ass. T, you not doing this.
I'm doing
You
it.
out of all people can't say that. We
Yes, I
grew up
am.
in a number house.
I grew up in a number house.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. I gave
Yeah.
numbers to y'all family. That's back in the
we,
90s. But what I'm
hey,
saying is when
we
you in
good.
a number house and you
Hmm.
running numbers,
Hmm.
your numbers and thinking is gonna be fast. When remember back in season one, like you said, I mean season one, he was shooting dice. I'm cooking these niggas.
Hmm.
Bam. He won $50 or $500 off of fries. I'll
Hmm.
take the high, you take the low. He won $51.
Hmm.
He cooking these motherfuckers on the cards. So
Hmm.
this motherfucker knows numbers. He knows gambling.
Right.
You win some, you lose some. He lost. Rod's gonna find out that he's in jail. When Detective Howard was in there, his funky ass, we can definitely talk about his non-memory ass.
He does have a memory. I just don't think he want to tell on Kanan.
Okay, I'll get real quick though before we jump off that. Detective Howard.
Yeah.
You know the white dude, the Chinese motherfucker, wherever the fuck he came in there when Howard was in there and said, "I gotta jump it back in here. My CI is in the room."
Right.
The last
Right.
time we had a CI, because you've been doing a lot of retro and shit,
Hmm.
was the little essay motherfucker with was like little girls and shit, right?
Yes. Yes.
He ended up dead. So Howard's gonna come back and tell Ra. Cause
No.
nigga, nobody don't think that Ra killed. I mean, shot this nigga on purpose.
Right. Well, I think
They set that shit up, bro.
he's not, his memory is not gone.
I ain't
His
mean to
memory
jump
is
too
completely
far
not
ahead,
gone.
but that's what I think, though.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I don't think his memory is gone, because why would he go to the house? Why did he keep that file? What, you could always tell I know they're acting, but I'm gonna go just off of real. The eyes never lie. to me, his eyes told me too much that he knew who shot him. He
Mm-hmm.
knew who killed. He don't want him to go to jail. He don't. That's why he kept trying to throw his partner off. No, let internal affairs handle that. Don't you do it because you might mess something up, and then the case is gonna fall through.
But that's why he looked at Scrap like that. He don't know
No.
that Scrap is not a. I don't think Scrap is a CI. I think his CI is in the other room. They only showed his mom and him. So
Mhm.
when he sees Scrap. Last time he saw Scrap, he was arresting him and Kanan for fighting.
Right.
So
But
he's
Scrap is
thinking,
not the snitch.
huh?
Scrap is not the snitch, in my
Right,
opinion.
right. But it's a lot
That
of. It's
what I think, if we're gonna talk snitches and weak links, uh, Famous. I think he's gonna be the one. I think he's gonna be the snitch in the weak link because when they go back and listen to that track, "Streets Need a Body," they talking about them buck 20. They talking about laying him down. I mean, that was just the whole thing about what that was. So I think that when you go back and look at it, I really believe Famous is the one who's going to be the one, is the snitch, who's the weak link in this whole episode. Plus, not saying nothing about weed, but the way they made him sound like a weed head, he was pretty much done writing. He was zooted weed smoking 24/7. That's all he did, and that's all he cared about. So I think that at this point he's going to be one of those guys who's going to turn in and be a snitch. I mean, especially when he find out that Lulu is not trying to promote him, and he knows what they're doing. He know everything that they're doing. He's either going to put it in a song that's going to get him screwed jacked up, or he's basically going to end up being caught up by the police and going and getting, becoming a snitch, being an
so you think
informant.
he's gonna write another hook?
Yeah,
It's gonna fuck shit up. That's a good one,
completely.
T. I like that one. Okay.
Completely. Because you remember when Kanan heard him sing that song, he said, "You see what he did there? See them rappers are right, saying things that they never did, to talking about stuff they never did, or crimes." And you could see when Famous looked out into Kanan, saw his face, he knew Kanan understood. He just basically told about him being the one who killed Bug 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe Famous is going to get everybody caught up because of the fact that he's already going to be jealous that his records are not selling, and he's going to push it. He's going to push it, and he's going to make a comment about something he ain't supposed to. And if that gets out, it's going to probably blow everybody up. It's probably going to be about Rock selling dope in the crack house in the apartment complex. It might be a rap, something similar to that. Basically, giving the feds, hold up, we're not catching nobody on the streets. Where the hell are they? Oh, there they are. They up in those buildings. Kind of like a New Jack City type of deal.
Okay.
Think about it. If we started this show, and I said that this story seemed like New Jack City Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
this was New Jack City Part 2, then Famous is Pookie, in my opinion.
Okay.
If this
You
was New
think he
Jack
gonna be
City Part 2.
fucked up? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because Kanan is supposed to be a savage, remember?
Not
Uh,
yet, though, bruh. Not
We're
yet.
getting there. So we need these opportunities to do it. What would be another reason what would turn him even more savage?
Oh, to
Killing a
kill old
friend.
boy? You
Hmm?
think he gonna kill Famous?
No, somebody. I mean, I believe I think it's going to be probably Rock.
Nah.
It's
She
either going
gonna
to be
kill both.
Rock
She
or
not
one
gonna
of the
kill
two
both his
brothers.
friends. I don't think
We
that. I
thought the
think
same thing about
I'm
Ghost, and look who all he killed to save Tommy. Look at all the people,
they on Raising Kanan. Fuck Ghost.
bro.
Nigga.
One thing I want all these shows have the tie-in. They have a underlying tie-in to each one, bro. You have to look at when you look at these shows, you have to look at the tie-ins to why these things are happening. These are why these writers are writing the way they are. That's why I believe if you look at Tommy's downfall in power, it was everyone he kept getting killed. What did he say? He's when he saw Kanan on the table. First, it was Vladimir, then Rolla, then it was this person and Mulan. He was just naming names. How many people are you going to put into the dirt? He saw you coming. He knew you was going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that that's what's going to lead Kanan because he's going to lose a lot. He's got to lose he's got to lose Famous. He got to lose all his friends, and that's also going to impact Jukebox because we already know the only two people who survive Raising Kanan, in my opinion, is Kanan and Jukebox. That's a lot of pain before you get to power and start talking about ghosts and Tommy and getting all that. So a lot
All
of people
right,
gonna
but
body
they
him.
not gone yet. We don't
They're
know
not gonna,
nothing yet.
but there's gonna
He's
be a build up to it.
still walking down that aisle.
Yes,
I'm with you.
sir.
I'm with you.
Yes, sir.
But famous, I think I'm with you up on that. I think he's gonna die. I think Kanan might have to be the one to pull the trigger,
Okay.
or Jukebox.
That would be
Jukebox is the key to. I think she's gonna kill his ass because
trying
don't
to save
forget
the
the
family,
bitch
trying to
across the
save
bitch
Rock.
down the street still. I think she in the picture still, right? The
Who?
chick that would, or did she get taken away with
She
social
got
service
taken
or
away and
something?
put in child protective custody. Her
Oh,
mom
she's
was dead.
out then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's out. But you
Right.
make a good point. That would be a good point that Jukebox would be protecting Rock if she heard Famous speaking on their drug game. Because that's what's gonna cost Famous. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask you this
You
question.
know she was the one that saw Homeboy get in the car with Lulu, D Wiz.
Yes.
Right, when she got off the
She knew.
bus. All right.
She knew. She was the
So
one who
she done saw a lot of shit.
look, she was the one who told the cops, yo, one of you cops are gonna get shot tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, come on. She's protecting the family. She's doing everything that's going to be protecting the family in that aspect, But to me, I want to ask you this: in every power, like I've named 2 people I believe is going to die. I believe Symphony is going to be gone after season 2,
And Famous.
and Famous. Who do you think is going to be out of this season going into it?
The Famous one, I think that's a given.
Mm-hmm.
I think Unique is gonna kill Rolo. His name Rolo? His right hand man?
No,
What's his name?
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about. I don't remember what they call him.
Rolo, some shit. I
Whatever
think
it is.
Unique's gonna kill him. When he come out, he's gonna see that he ain't had nobody there to pick him up. His girl wasn't there. None of his niggas was there. So
Mhm.
he got out of jail by himself. So it ain't no Uber shit. So you gotta motherfucking fetch a ride or do something.
Wait for the taxi.
Right. So now his home, he gonna get back to the block. He has no work. He has no people. His soldiers are gone. They done flip. He gonna
Mhm.
see his man. Remember, he killed his mans
Mhm.
that he grew up with.
Mhm.
Now he finna see his mans with Ra that took
Mhm.
over. Oh yeah, because they think
Well,
he done did. They think he killed this motherfucker. I mean, he shot a cop, so they think he finna do a lot of time. So they don't know this motherfucker getting out.
awesome
Unique's gonna
segue.
kill old boy.
Awesome segue. To be honest with you, Unique is actually got the plug. The white dude he saved in jail.
That's a
Remember, the
fact.
dude kept on telling him,
That
"Yo,
boy
you
was
don't know
about
who
to
my
get his
family
shit
is. You don't know who my
pushed back.
parents is. You don't know who my people are." There's this
Right.
plug right there. Now, as far as his homeboy, I think that's going to be played. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit psychological. I believe Unique's going to get out and is going to encourage his homeboy to learn Rock's organization and take over that apartment complex so that Unique can take it over. I
That's a
believe
good
that
one.
that's
I
what
like that.
because it's a perfect setup because you basically one of the phrases I like to use in my house is that you don't let the wolves into the hen house. And basically she's letting the wolves into her hen house by inviting him to have a seat at one of her tables, whether it be at the new apartment complex that they're getting started up. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, do you really believe he's going to betray him for Rock? I don't think he's gonna do that. I believe that he's gonna play his position. I believe he is in contact because we didn't see Unique get out. We see Unique still in jail, so
He
we don't
got
know.
out.
Okay, so he gets out. It wasn't what did, I'm gonna go back and look
Nobody
at
was
it.
outside when he got out of jail. It was at the end.
Okay, so that his plug, the dude's gonna be his plug, but when he get out, he's gonna be the man. His homeboy is gonna teach him everything that Rock is doing. There's no way that that's not gonna become
Oh man.
his segue back into the game because
But
that's
okay,
what he.
but check though. Rock, they wanted again, we can kill home whatever the fuck this motherfucker name is, Roland,
Mhm.
because he was bringing a lot of shit to the area. Scrap said, I can kill him. What my man say? Marlon, that's an easy pick off.
Right. Because
That's
there's
it, because
nobody
he's
there.
going to kill him off. So Rod's like, no, I got something special for him. Bring him
Right.
on a team. So she's already thinking 3 steps ahead. Bring him on a team because she knows his man's getting out of jail.
See, but she's overconfident, bro. She's overconfident in believing that she has everything on lock. What did
I'm
Ghost
with
always
you.
say?
I'm
You
with you.
know
I'm
me. I
with you.
always got things always on lock. I always
Right,
got
right,
things
right,
on
right.
lock. She thinks she has it on lock. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm not gonna be sit here and say I'm a dope boy and I'm doing this and that, but I'm just gonna put it out there like that. If me and you, we've been kicking it since birth. Boom, from the womb to the mother freaking tomb. We've been
Mm-hmm.
here, right? So you get locked up, and I'm out on the street by myself. Of course, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go out here and do what I got to do for me. But you don't believe in the back of my mind when I find out you ain't gonna get out that I ain't gonna help you get turned on and get you back on the game. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that that is gonna cause that confrontation in that 40-40 building because that's what's gonna make Kanan. That's gonna make Unique even like, yo, I got the plug. Why do y'all want to keep messing with her? We could take this building over from her. Marvin can't take over this, and Lulu's too busy doing his music thing. We don't even know if he's really gonna be committed to running that apartment complex. So if he's not committed to running that apartment complex, oh boy is going to take it over and learn the system and say, yo, the corners are dead. We need to go into these high rises. That's where the money is. You know what I'm saying? And then with him having that new special connect for saving that dude's life in jail.
Right, 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 right,
Oh
right.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna get a lot funkier at that point. Yes,
I'm with
sir.
you though, T man. We'll see when he gets out though. He getting out, it's gonna be some problems though. Unique finna be a monster though, bro.
A
Unique
monster
finna
that
take,
ain't gonna make it to season 4.
bro. What, bro? All right,
He ain't
Unique
gonna
finna
make
be
it
a
to
monster.
season 4. See, the reason for that is like you said. I mean, if he gets into the game and he takes over those housing complex, hopefully the writers will. Where'd you go, D?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm letting you just solo. Do your thing.
If the writers take over and do everything, then I believe that they will set that up properly. They'll set it up properly. I just don't see him land because we need a major death soon, a big major death, and by season 4. But I believe by season 4, Unique could be gone. He'll be gone, and probably that connect to be after Rock, or Rock is going to try to go after finding who that connect is who's supplying Unique. So there's too many avenues in this season we can take. I'm excited to see how it go. I just hope that it doesn't again fuse New Jack City with Get Rich or Die Trying. I don't know why I got that in my brain, bro. I really
Yeah.
believe that they basically are the writers are not they're gonna write this like Get Rich or Die Trying. Rock is gonna end up probably like how his mama did in Get Rich or Die Trying. Get into it with somebody. They're gonna end up killing her in a doggone apartment, setting on fire, and that's gonna make him even more vicious and killing his mom. Because I think that's what would make him even more of a savage than anything.
No, bro. Raw got too many enemies as it is. She got Unique. She got who she got her
That's it.
brothers ain't her brothers ain't there. They both, I think they both not there because she keep putting Marlon down. Marlon think he's gonna be the number 2 again.
Yeah.
When he keep fucking up because he want his spot back, low key. He just got a lot of shit to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Marlon, he don't like this being the number 2. He fucked up.
Yeah.
He want to get back to his number 1 spot, bro.
Yeah, he's
Lulu
got a
just
long
there.
climb. He
Say
got a
what?
long climb. He got a long climb because Lulu is actually going to be, Lulu is just taking the whole thing by storm to me. I think this whole music thing uh is going to be what causes a lot of, situations. That's why I'm following Lulu more than I'm following Marvin. Marvin to me, his character is strong. I just see him falling into something stupid.
He gonna
Him
knock
going
down he gonna knock down a therapist?
no,
Oh
no,
shit.
no,
He ain't gonna knock down a therapist?
no. I mean, in the Power universe, yes, that would make sense.
That's what we talking about, T. Shit.
What I mean by Power universe, if Courtney Kemp was writing it, yes, but Courtney Kemp ain't writing it, so
Bruh,
no,
he's gonna knock her box out, bruh.
no. Because the thing is that
Right.
how is he gonna knock her box off when we're gonna be reintroduced and you're gonna bring Latoya Luckett's jukebox mom back into the fold? You know,
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit from her.
she's gonna come back to the fold because everybody knew he loved that woman and he didn't like the fact that that ball player turned her out to the NBA.
Latoya Luckett is gonna be on there for the whole first season to get back with
Second
Jukebox.
season.
Jukebox ain't gonna want to hear that shit because Rob like, bitch, I've been taking care of you this whole time while my brother been fucked up. It's me and you. You can live that. You can get this quote unquote shit with your mom back. All right. It ain't gonna work though. Rock got her under control, but her mom, Latoya Luckett, all right.
She's gonna play a factor when it comes
Marlon gonna
to
clock her
Marlon.
block. He is not gonna not fuck her. He's gonna kill her ass. He gonna
No,
run that
he ain't
damn.
gonna fuck her. He's gonna fuck her. He ain't gonna kill her. He gonna have sex with
Hell
her.
no.
He ain't gonna have. If he, I just see it that way. I mean, again, this is that what we talked about, that reintroduction of a relationship, because we never seen Marlon and the Latoya Luckett's character together. So what if that same spark we talked about with Symphony and Rock is there with them when they come together? That they basically together. We
They're on two
haven't
different
seen that.
worlds right now, bruh.
Yeah.
A
We are.
female sometimes want the man to get out of the game once they get connected. It ain't happening. He ain't getting out because he wanted.
I don't think you can ever change the fact of a person who, for me, I know for me that with my wife having my kids, I love her to death, regardless. Even if we knock on wood, we're to divorce tomorrow, I still would love her because she gave me 2 kids. I really believe that that's how he'll still look. You gave me a daughter. He's gonna still be in love with her. I mean, because he really ain't had no relationship. The white chick, he was just smashing. That was it. I mean, I really believe that that was his love of his life. I believe when he find out that they get together, he's gonna try to bring. He's gonna try to connect with her.
Bro,
Will
she
she
just
know he's
ran
still
through
in
the
the
damn New
game?
York Knicks team, bro. Hell no. You know who was
Hey,
on the 90s basketball team? Fucking Patrick Ewing and them running through her.
as the song go, a saint is just a sinner who got down. You know, come on, bro. She fell down. She's back up again. Shoot, come on, man. It makes
Bro,
sense to bring her in, and she's gonna be a factor. She's
we'll
gonna
see. All right, we'll see when that shit happens.
bet,
That
bet,
shit
bet,
ain't that nigga there,
bet,
bro.
bet. We can move on to that.
But I got for what you got though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You said something. We can move on. I'm listening.
No, it's up to you. Hey, I'm following you. This is a great conversation. I just think the episode 1, just like any power episode, started off slow. It
So would
started
you? I
off.
think this was powerful. I don't think it was slow. I
Mhm,
heard somebody else say the same shit. I
mhm,
think it was great to bring back to. I know we didn't touch on Detective Howard a lot, but to get on to bring each character to know who they was again. You know, Ra. I think she's the ghost of this era. You love her, you hate her. You
mhm.
know, for a lot of
Agree.
you got to understand this is the '90s, and this is the
And
powerful as a.
Lulu is Tommy.
It was huh?
And Lulu is Tommy.
And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like her as I'm talking about Ra. Period. Her
Yeah.
as a dark skinned woman
Mhm,
in that era. You
mhm.
know, that's like when the DeBarge and the light skinned bitches was trying to
No,
take over. That
no,
wasn't it.
no. We were in the 80s. Light skin was the 80s. 90s. Wesley Snipes changed the game with New Jack City.
Hell no.
What?
Light skin was in, bro. We
No, it
not doing
wasn't.
that.
Think
That's
about
when
all your.
Janet and them was taking over.
That was
Okay,
a
hold on, hold
female.
on, hold
That was
on.
a female. We talking about men.
Nigga, that's a female. We not talking about these niggas. What the fuck? What show you on?
I'm just saying. You said dark skin was in. Dark skin.
I didn't. I
Dark skin
said dark
women were
skin was.
in. But
Okay, T. Hold up.
go ahead, break it
She's
down
a
for me.
dark skinned woman, queen,
Gotcha.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's the era. To me, I may be wrong. If I'm wrong,
Gotcha.
I apologize.
Mhm.
That's when the era started shifting towards the light skin, like your DeBarges and Janet and
See, you
Halle
said the
Berry's and
barge.
all
The
type of
barge is
shit
the
like
man,
that.
bro.
Huh?
You said the barge. The barge is man.
The girls. What's the DeBarge family? What's the females?
Okay, okay. They were in the 80s, bro. They
Nigga,
was the
I'm
barge song
sorry.
that came out in the 90s.
Okay, then listen to me. She's a queen that's taking over. She's strong, independent, and all that shit. So that's why I'm saying that she has a lot riding on her shoulders. She's from New York for one.
Mhm,
It's the boroughs, Queens. So that, you know what? Queens get the money. Salute to them.
mhm,
She's taking over.
mhm,
I like how they got back into each character's Marlon, his family. He said, "Nigga, you want to show anger management? I'm gonna show you anger."
mhm,
He's gonna start flipping. Lulu, he's independent and one, like you said, he want to go do his own thing
mhm,
with the music shit.
mhm,
Rock, he put him down. That shit's a hobby. It ain't a business. It
mhm,
ain't bringing no money. Once he seen old light skinned girl come in and start singing her damn lungs out,
mhm,
he got a hit. He know
mhm.
famous wasn't it. He just fucking a bitch to get his I mean, to get her draws. Her brother ain't doing shit. Down the jukebox. Jukebox is in the middle of all this shit. Her dad's fucked up. Her uncle won't give her a deal, but her aunt is telling her all this
Wrong. Her
crazy.
uncle did give her a deal. She sung on the track.
I'm talking about all right.
Music
That's
deal.
famous shit though. You a motherfucker. You ain't got a deal
Hey,
yet.
there was an opportunity. He paid for her studio time. The whole episode, season 1, it was about her getting studio time. He gave her studio time. She didn't say she wanted a contract. She wanted studio time.
But but when Kanan got back home, she was in there singing.
Of course, because she's still in love with the white girl. That's why she wrote that tape, and they opened her up at that cemetery, putting that tape on the
Oh, she
where the
did
girl
write a
thing.
motherfucking. Okay, I thought that was some other shit. I forgot about the tape on the cemetery.
Thank you.
This motherfucker still tripping.
I'm just, dude. It's 3 months, bro. 3. I mean, that
Right.
was the love of her life. You know what I'm saying? That was the first woman she came out to, the first probably woman she had sex with. You know, it was a whole thing. She was in love with that girl.
All right, T.
So,
You're
I
right.
mean, of course. I mean, just sitting here talking to you, I actually think we have all the roles wrong. I now believe that Rock is Tommy and
What?
Lulu is still Ghost. The reason why I say that is because Tommy didn't want Ghost out the game, even though Ghost was trying to get out the game. The whole thing was Ghost trying to get out the game.
Stick on
Tommy
this
not
shit,
letting.
nigga. Fuck them niggas.
But bro, it again, it all has a tying. It's all tied together, bro. We can't talk about those shows without bringing up what we know about what's going on with with the present. So
I
when we
get it,
look
but
at it,
this is the past. We only
gotcha,
focusing on this shit.
on the past. So to me, Rock is a version of Tommy, and Ghost is Lulu. Lulu want to get out the game. Rock won't let him. She won't
All
let him.
right. All right. All right.
He's doing
I'm with you.
everything
We
possible.
in it. We in it now. We in here now. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's doing everything possible. Hey, give Marlon the building. He can run both of them. Come on, he don't want to
That was
do it no
fire though.
more. He don't want to
That
do
was.
it.
But listen, I
What you
think that's
say,
him playing chess, bro. I really think, like you said,
bro? You need to
go
go
ahead.
back
Go ahead.
and watch your shows because remember, what did she tell him? You what? If it ain't making no money, that's a hobby.
Right.
Recognize.
Right.
Come on. What did Tommy? Again, I gotta say this because I have to make it relatable. But what did Tommy say to Ghost? How much money did we make selling drinks? And that's after the store closed. And that was in episode 1 of Power. How many you basically fronting like you running the club? You think the club is the end all beyond? That's going to be your saving grace and getting you out the game. That was what
Mm-hmm.
that was. Going back to the past, that's what Lulu's trying to do. He's trying to get out the game. He's trying to make this music thing come up. It's just the money's not there. And that's why Rock is doing everything to discourage him to continuing that dream and moving forward.
All right. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, because that's how I see it. I mean, because when I watch these shows, I like to look at when I go and watch the first time, I watch it for the entertainment value. When I go
Mm-hmm.
back and watch it a second time, technically I don't watch it. What I do is I just play the audio. I let the movie play, I let the
This
show
my
play, but
here.
I flip my phone over and just listen to it, listen to the script, listen to the words, paint a picture of how the things are going on from what my perspective and seeing how it was going. And just doing that, like I said, I see things different. I see that he's trying to get out the game, but the game won't let him go. That's why he said, give Marlon the doggone apartment complex. No, I'm giving you money in your pocket and cash. No, you gonna run it. That's you gonna do it. And come on, you can see it all over his face. Even when they were talking numbers in season 2, episode 1, with Spank, was his name Spank? I keep saying Spank. With the dude and Marlon and Rock sitting there talking of numbers. He was sitting in the corner on the couch. If you look at it, if you go back and watch it, he was sitting on the corner on the couch. That right there, he was just sitting there looking. That told me he didn't want to be in none of that. He's done. That fire messed him up. That messed him up. That fire and old boy, basically
D
like, oh,
Wiz.
you got your son killing a cop. Come on, what you doing, Rock? Come on. I really believe he wants out the game. It's gone too far. It messed him up killing D Wiz.
Right. Right.
That messed him up. That's probably where it started from, where he figured he needed to get out. Because if she could set me up, have me kill her son's best friend, then what is she capable of doing to me at this point?
She's going to kill this nigga, bruh.
She's not. The only way she can kill that dude, again, Miss Courtney Kemp writes it, is that she gets involved with someone and does like, hey, you nigga, look, You do me a favor, I'll let you have the apartment building, but you got to knock out Lulu. He'll be at this studio
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
That's the only way. I don't
Yeah,
see her
okay,
doing
okay,
that.
okay. Check this out. What's the motherfucking name? Starks, the Stark dad,
You
Big
talking DEFCON?
DefCon.
Hmm.
DefCon's the motherfucking top dog.
He's dead.
Hear me out though. The
Gotcha.
top dog.
Hmm.
Hit her brother Marlon is the top dog over here.
Hmm.
So she dies. I mean, the DefCon nigga dies.
Hmm.
Ra comes up.
Hmm.
Marlon fucks up.
Hmm.
Now she gotta take him out because she want the top dog spot. She needs all this shit.
Hmm.
She needs Marlon to die or to basically go down a level because DEFCON been teaching her all the fucking ropes.
Hmm.
You are DEFCON's son. His name is known through the whole city.
Right.
So that's her now.
Right.
Marlon, Lulu is fucked up. So
Right.
she gonna kill Lulu. I'm telling you, bro. She already
Okay.
done fucked up Marlon by putting him in jail.
Right. Well, let me ask you
The
this
thing is,
question.
real quick though, T, before you go, I think though,
Hmm.
that's why Latoya Luckett's coming. She know Rod did this shit. Rod and Detective Howard know that Rod put that nigga in jail.
That's a good, interesting theory. I hope it play out like that because that tells me that you are again following what Courtney Kemp right. That would make sense. That would make perfect sense for them to do something like that, to make it seem like that. But I don't see that happening too much where she would betray her family simply because of the statement she made at the dinner table. We never had dinners like this while you were gone. Now that you back, we're gonna we that's why we're doing this dinner. But that's how they always did it. Even when they were sitting in the diner, they always sat as a family. Do I think she would betray him? Probably. She could be. She could be pulling one of those numbers where she playing them both ends and setting them up. But I don't know. I just don't see her looking that far. I think she's looking bigger picture, and she's not looking at the small picture because that right there, that's taking away her security blanket, her security wall. It's like if you were the lead of you the man, why would you kill all the people or set the people up around you and leave yourself open and vulnerable for attack? Kind of
Bruh,
like chess. Why would you move all your pieces away from your king and leave him just out there by himself, chilling, by where he can get killed by anyone? Sneak attack.
that's
I'm
why
just
she the
saying.
queen of this shit.
She is the queen. But the thing about what we know about this game, and from other movies where females were the game, they ran the game, it ends up bad because some dude comes up and knocks them out the box. Horribly. Horribly. It happens. I mean, get rich or die trying. Burned his mom. His mama was a dope woman. She was
Yes,
she was doing all that stuff, burnt up in a fire, got raped and burned up in a fire. I'm just saying. I don't see if she makes it, it's going to end. But you got to be able to continue it. She's probably going to be the one to go in season 4, maybe 5. That way you can now get the vicious side of Kanan because I think that would
oh,
drive him
okay, okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think that would drive him. My mom's dead.
You think she gonna
Lulu,
die?
she got to, because that's the only way I could see Kanan not giving a fuck. I don't give
Hell
a fuck.
no, G.
You said it yourself at the beginning of this. He found his childhood. What is the one way you believe that your childhood can get snatched? A loss of a parent or someone close. You know what I'm saying? D Wiz dying, that messed him up in season 1. Now, how did that affect him when his mom told him, I took care of D Wiz? We need the fact that they didn't stretch on that.
But that's the part of the game that we in, bro. This is the game.
Mm-hmm.
You got to cut off loose ends.
Got you.
If D Wiz want to claim this, when he was like, you can claim that body, he's claiming, I'm the one that put him down.
Mm-hmm.
You can have that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the streets know that he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, like, yo, all right, I got to take this motherfucker out.
Right.
It's either me or you.
I get it. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But we just got to see how it go. I mean, to me, I'm ready for episode 2 to see what happens with this whole, because you still got to touch on the base with that DEFCON ain't Kanan's daddy. You still ain't, come on, we got to touch on the fact on when Detective Howard's going to let Kanan know, I'm your daddy. DEFCON wasn't your daddy.
That
I
ain't
am.
gonna happen, bro.
DEFCON was gay.
This
Rock
guy.
was with him just because he didn't want people to find out that he was gay.
And you think Detective Howard's gonna tell Kanan that shit?
I
He got
mean,
little screws.
dude, he's going to tell him. He's gonna, and that might even affect Kanan's relationship towards his mom.
It's not gonna happen,
Because
man.
he was brought up that DEFCON was his dad. When they find out that that doggone cop is his dad, we haven't even touched on that. They grazed on that in the beginning, and then they didn't even talk about it in episode 1. But you could tell in Rock's face, she know he's alive. She think his memory gone. He's playing a wolf in a sheep's clothing. He's not freaking brain traumatic. He didn't get shot, and he got shot in the chest, and they gave him a bone marrow to clear up his cancer. Nothing in his memory would have done that. To me,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I believe he's playing a part. He's basically playing a part because his eyes, again, Omar Epps, shout out to Omar Epps. He's playing such a damn good role as Detective Howard. His eyes are telling me he know Kanan shot him. He just now got to get Kanan to know you took a shot at your pops. You didn't kill me, but you did take a shot at your pops.
We'll see, bro. I don't know about that one though. I don't think he gonna find out about about Omar, but
he gonna find out. He gonna find out.
When Kanan, not Kanan, when Rob when they talk at the end of the park, you know what they in the Baisleys?
Yeah.
Who run the Baisleys?
She do.
No, she don't, bro. She do, but my man run that shit.
Who?
Marvin.
Okay. But what does that got to do with the situation between
her he run the baby? What do they call whatever? He run the Baisley. Right. He run that shit. Once he finds out that somebody's chirping like, "Yo, I seen your sister with Detective Howard," that shit's gonna trickle down somewhere, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that'll be great to see. Hopefully that would be an awesome
Remember, situation. I think she knows that he put that nigga in jail. Marley, that nigga Howard, bro.
No. Howard right now is trying to get his son. Howard is not going to come for her no vengeance. I don't think his only vengeance is going to be trying to take Rock out from the inside. And the only way to take her out from the inside is to tell the prince that the person he believed was his dad ain't his dad.
I agree with you. She's going to have a downfall. Something's got to happen.
That's going to be a huge one. And you know what? That would be an awesome way to end season 2 is that she's kind of like Kanan. Let me explain. I don't want to hear nothing. You want to explain? You've been lying to me my whole life. Right. You know, and bring up D-Wiz, bring up what's his name? Famous being killed. That would be a great way to end season 2 with their relationship being sour.
She gotta have a fall. She's gonna have to rebuild.
Her fall is gonna be Symphony dying. Symphony is gonna get killed, bro. Whether it be because of a drive-by protecting her because he loves her so much, or being in a situation where he basically they find out Unique find out she fucking with him and Unique kills him.
Unique for the body that nigga.
He's gone. He's not gonna be in season 3 Power. The only way he's gonna be in season 3 Power is if the producers and writers watch this podcast and then say, you know what, they just smoked us out. We need to go rewrite this shit and make sure he stay alive.
The reason, let me say it about Symphony, bro. He's gonna be alive because when Unique comes back, he got the plug, like you said, the white boy, Mexican dude, whatever. He's gonna take over. Remember, we still ain't seen about the cartel motherfuckers yet, or whoever they are.
We don't need to see him.
Hold on, OT. Symphony's the one that built this shit, low key. He the one that like all this historian shit. So once my man named Unique come back, he's gonna find out a bunch of shit and take over. Okay. That's gonna be Rod's downfall. Like you said. If Rowan or whatever the fuck the nigga name is start the inside with Rob running on her business, she's gonna fall and crumble. She's gonna need Symphony to redo all this shit again because he put her on this shit. So once he get her back, he gonna know like you said, season 3. What's the next story? I need to know what the hell the history is of the shit again. So he got to find out another way. She got to find out another way to set up shop, regardless of where it's at. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? we were just talking and something popped in my head.
I'm listening.
What if, what if the dude that Unique saved is the plug or a relative of the plug for Rock, which would shift the drugs to Unique's way because of him saving the dude's life, putting Rock on the defense that her drug supply now is starting to go down, and her
Who the
drugs are
fuck is her
gone.
plug? The black
Mm,
dude with the
No,
deaf mom?
no,
Bingo hall?
no, because we already know he when Unique goes to him, he's not going to make him the plug. But what I'm saying is
No, who is Rod's plug?
it's that Puerto Rican family that remember the girl was in the
Oh,
store
you
and
right.
he
You right.
did like saved
I
her
forgot
cousin from
about
that
her
dude.
ass.
Yeah. So I by just sitting here thinking, what happens if, of course, Unique can't get back in the game, but the dude lets him in the game. But it's the same dude who's been people, the same cartels supplying Rock. You know, now they're gonna shift their power over to Unique because they owe him. And also piggybacking on this would make sense on why old boy Unique's left, his right hand man suddenly becomes, look, here's the apartment complex. This is what
Mhm.
Rock's been doing. Now you got the drugs. We're gonna show you how she's been doing it, and this is how we're gonna run it together. That's what now I'm starting to think about it. So that could be a way for Rock to, because she's too overconfident. One thing she was in episode 1 this season, she was over. I ain't seen that woman smile so much in this season. She was cheesing. She was smiling the whole episode. Even though she was happy she had her son, she was look at us. Even when Kanan was looking around, she was smiling when she looked back at him like, look, we running this. We got this going on. Yeah. We're gonna see that smile go away. You know, and to your case point, that could be her way of blaming Marvin for why this happened.
My nigga. Let's toast to Mark.
That Marvin, you were the reason why this happened. If you wouldn't have been woo 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 woo, then this wouldn't have happened. Lulu, if you wouldn't have been too busy doing this, woo 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 woo, this wouldn't have happened. Now she got to go find a new plug. That would then force her to go back to the black dude at the bingo hall to get turned on, to get the faucets turned on. Because I believe she's gonna that would be awesome. She might lose her plug. Her plug
Right.
might be the guy because they touched on it. You don't know who my family is? That would have been perfect. Unique got the guy, saved him. All the drug supply go to Unique's way to take Rock out the game. That will force all the soldiers to go left at that point. I mean, if I was
We
writing,
gonna need a whole nother set of soldiers though, bro.
he don't
Or
need
you
them.
think Homeboy coming back?
Yes, I don't think he never left. I don't think. One thing I know, even and it was true in real life. True friends, they always gonna come back. And we always gonna come back to that true friend and keep coming back. I mean, with your crew, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all all across the country. But shit, if we planned a trip and we all came back together, it'll be like we was just at Saginaw High in 1997, sitting
My
out in front
nigga.
of on that doggone thing. Come on.
That's a fact, my nigga. Salute to the saps.
Right on. See, I mean, I'm just saying, that's how I believe I look at it, is that true friends never really,
To my
or
niggas.
true people don't ever just go away. They stay with you for the rest of your life. You may not see them every day, you may not talk to them, but when you come together, it'd be like you never left. It never left. And I don't think that dude is going to be, I believe he's looking at Rock when he rolled by and looked at Rock. He basically like, how's that bitch doing? How's that bitch night against this wall getting spread eagle and getting her ass searched? He's thinking, I'm telling you. And then when he meet with Rock and she proposes this, he's already, that guy's the same guy who set up, what's his name? The dude who got his eye pulled out for the reason.
Scrap,
Scrap.
man.
He was the reason we knew you weren't gonna kill Lulu. We just wanted to see you. You're a turncoat, snitch ass. We knew you was gonna warn Lulu we was coming to kill him.
That's
Come
gonna
on.
be some friction though. Cause Scrap in jail. When
Yeah.
when he come back, Homeboy gonna be on the team.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some shit going down.
But see, the thing is Rock is gonna be the reason why the shit's gonna go down because she's already gonna be on his ass. Then I tell you not to go to that gambling spot. Now look at you.
Yup.
How do I know you not snitching? How I know you not wired up? Now she's gonna be
But
defensive
that's
at
what
this
I'm
point.
saying. Howard's gonna tell that he's a CI.
No,
Like I said, I was just in the office.
Howard's
I
not
said,
even
man,
in. Howard's not even in the what's the name? Howard's not even in. I mean, he visited the police station, but he's not fully back yet.
he's what I'm saying is when he was in there visiting, he saw Scrap in there.
Yes.
And the homeboy was like, I got to get in here. My CI's tripping out. So he looking there and see who? Scrap.
Right.
Scrap's when Howard going to talk to Rod in a minute.
And tell her that Scrap's in the police. Yeah. Scrap's in jail.
There you go.
And that's probably what's going to fuel Rock to not trust him, thinking he's a rat, that he's a snitch. And then by him coming out and seeing old boy taking his spot, because Rock said itself, Scrap gonna think it's a demotion, but it ain't. I'm just trying to bring it over. It's a demotion.
Right.
He lost his position. So that's gonna cause conflict.
I figure the same thing, man. I agree 110%. 110%.
But you know, one thing I can honestly say, I'm blessed to be in this genre of these shows, man. I mean, from all the powers to the Shy to P Valley to Girls Run the World to what's that, Insecure, I mean Empire, just all the black shows. We're getting a whole lot of black shows on black drama on television, even on cable TV. We're starting to see a whole lot of that because I mean, when we were growing up, you had the Cosby Show in a different world. Then you got the Cosby Show, different world, and then you got the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So, shout out to all these folks putting out this great material. I just hope they keep putting them out, bro. Keep putting it out.
I'm with you, bro.
All right. Well, look, I know we gotta wrap it up, bro, but I just want to say to everybody, yo, this has been great. Hey, man, you do keep doing your thing. We got it set up for season episode 2. I hope you go back and watch episode 1 again. Maybe we can, have a little bit like, yo, I had to go back and watch episode 1 to get ready for episode 2. So I understand. So I'm gonna have to do that definitely.
All right, bro. I love you, man. Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for stepping in, working with us, and listening to the show, man. Again, man, I love y'all. Let's Toast Media, man. We out of here.
We out of here. Deuces.